Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Buzzards franchise here in year number 1. Last episode, we finished out the regular season of year number 1 with an 8-5 loss against the Overdogs in a game that really didn't matter much in the grand scheme of things, as we had already locked up the number 1 seed in the playoffs, and the Overdogs were not making the playoffs even if they won, so it's basically a game of pride, which we lost. But despite the loss, we do come into the playoffs as the number 1 seed here on the Mega side in the Mega Conference. We'll be taking on our division rival, the Crocodons, in the first round, who are arguably one of the best aces in the entire game, who we'll have to square up with in game number 1. In the other matchup for our half of the conference, it is the number 2 Wide Loads against the number 3 Heaters, division rivals in that contest. On the other side, division rivals, the Wild Pigs and the Herbivores, meet in the 1-4 matchup, with the Wild Pigs being the home team. And in the 2-3 matchup, it is the Sandcats, the expansion team, making their first playoff, and they will be taking on the number 3 seeded Moose, as the Sandcats are the only team from their division to make the playoffs. At the end of the episode last time, we also beefed up the roster a bit. We replaced Dig Eforto with backup infielder Ian Fielder, the former Sawteeth product. He will take over Dig's spot as a glove and also a decent contact bat now, so we can actually have an extra pinch hitter. And we also released Sebastian Morrow from the bullpen. He'll be replaced by Natasha Crawford, the rookie. She will be taking over duties in the starting rotation as we move Bradley Bowler into the bullpen to cover Morrow's empty slot. Let's sum up to the first game here and see how things go. First game, Moose take an easy 6-1 win over the Sandcats. Herbivores starting off strong and rough up the Wild Pigs, winning 10-5. Heaters and Wide Loads here in the first game on the Mega Conference side. Wide Loads rally from 2-0 down to win 7 with 7 unanswered runs to win 7-2. So on the other side, it is the bottom seeds that have advantage going into the second game of the series, and on our side, the number 2 seed has the advantage. Let's see how we do against the Crocs, as we will be facing their ace Jovita Pulo, who we did not face in the regular season this year, so this is our first time seeing her. Pulo, arguably one of the best aces in the entire game, probably second or third, probably like second only to Alicia Woodrow. And we'll be sending the veteran Meow Bubkins to the hill. This is, on paper, not a good matchup for us, starting pitching-wise, but I believe we have the edge if we get into the bullpen and also on the offensive side of things, so we'll see how things pan out. Here's the lineup for Game 1. Bunterson will lead off at shortstop with Yoshida in right. Then it is Trunk at first, often behind the dish. Mustachio in third, Colt in center, Borgner in left, and Whoopity at second, with Babkins rounding us out. Let's get it on as we start Game 1. Alrighty, apologies for the break in between episodes. Decided to go to Virginia for the weekend, just get out of town, take some time off, just relax, enjoy time with the family, and now we're back here and we'll be recording some more episodes. May or may not do another episode tonight. We'll see how long this first one takes. More than likely this will be the only episode tonight, as it is more than likely going to be 2 games. Alrighty, here we go. Crocodon's going to be sending the rookie Bernard, then Drive and third to the plate. We won the season series against the Crocs in the regular season 2-1. We swept the doubleheader at the end of the season to clinch the division and also the number 1 seed. Here's the rookie Bernard to lead off. Shortstop will get us going here as Bubkins is ready. Let's take a look at Bubkins' numbers in the regular season to refresh our memories. In the regular season, Bubkins in her 4 starts, she went 2-2. The only starter in our rotation to take a loss all season. She had a 3.58 ERA with a 1.30 WHIP, 11 runs given up in her 4 starts, totaling 27 2/3 innings, just under 7 innings of start, 33 hits surrendered, 3 of them homers. She walked 3 and struck out 11, batting average against 300 on the year. Decently solid numbers, but not something you expect out of an ace pitcher. Then again, Bubkins is a number 2 or 3 at best. Probably I would lean heavily on the number 3 in that option. Here's a look at the Crocs lineup. After Bernard, it is the first baseman Leanne Drive, and the third baseman run to third. Catcher Tara Leonaire, second baseman Andre Candela, right fielder rookie Vinny Vortex, left fielder Juanita Hernandez, center fielder Gordon Fruitwell, and then rounding it out is the pitcher Pulo. Let's get it on. Its fastball from Bubkins is skied to right center field by Bernard. Yoshida coming on. He'll call off Colt to make the catch, 1 down. Next up, the first baseman Drive. First pitch screwball away is a check swing called strike on the corner, 0-1. Fastball up and in is inside, 1-1. Curveball middle in, grounded foul by drive, 1-2. She was out in front of it. Change up away. Chased outside, strike 3. First punch up for Bubkins. 2 down in the inning. That will bring up third baseman run to third. First pitch down and in is a slider that just misses the corner inside. Ball 1. Screwball away. Called a strike on the high corner. 1-1. Fastball down and away. Called a strike. 1-2. Curveball up and in. Fouled off by third to the right side, out of reach. 1-2 remains the count. Change it down and in. Out in front of it, strike 3 swinging. Second punch up for Bubkins, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for Meow. Bottom 1, Bunterson, Yoshida, and Trunk due up first against Pulo. Shortstop Bunterson leading off. Franchise man is at the top of the lineup, as he has been all season. Here's a look at Pulo's numbers from the regular season. Jovita in her 4 starts was 3-0. She had a 2.79 ERA and an 0.62 WHIP. 9 earned runs given up in 29 innings pitched, which is 7 1/3 innings a start on average. 14 hits surrendered, 4 of them homers. She walked 4, struck out 29 batters, which put her among the league leaders. She gave up 4 homers through 1 complete game, and also hit 3 batters, batting average against 146 against a massive total of 103 batters faced. Pulo had what you expect of an ace. That was a very good year. Let's see how she does against our team. Fastball away outside at 1:01 on the gun to start the evening. Jesus Christ. It's going to be a long night. Doesn't help, I'm a little bit rusty. That fastball's high from Pulo. 2-0 to Bunterson. Chase the fastball away. 2-1. Fastball up and in line to second. That's going to go right to Candela for the first out. Next up is right fielder Dano Yoshida. He'll bat second today. Fastball down and in is low. Ball 1. It's also inside from Pulo. Fastball up, taken high at 99. 2-0. Fastball away, fouled off by Dano. Out of play. 2-1, just late on that fastball. Fastball down and in, dribbled to short. Easy play for the rookie Bernard. 2 down. That will bring up the first baseman, Joseph Trunk. Main man finished 5th in MVP voting this season. Arguably our best hitter all year. Led the league in base hits, as well as extra base hits, I believe, as well. Fastball outside misses from Pulo. Ball 1. Fastball away, caught the corner this time. 1-1. Chase to change up outside. 1-2 the count. Chase the slider in the dirt as it's picked by Leonaire on this drop third strike. She'll fire to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3. Pulo to match Bubkins to the second. Leonaire, Candela, and Vortex do up. Alrighty, stream's looking good. We are all set. Here's catcher Tara Leonaire batting in the cleanup slot today for the Crocs. Both teams will have their catchers in the cleanup slot today, as we'll have Jock Often to lead off next inning. Curveball down and in on the first pitch from Bubkins is a called first strike, going 1. Fastball away, lined in the hole to first, past the diving Trunk into right field. That's a base hit. Yoshida gets it in, but it is still a single for Leonaire. That will bring up the second baseman, Andre Candela. Batting in the 5 slot today, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed today against Bubkins. First pitch change it down and away, outside, misses, ball 1. Slider up and in, Candela fouls it back, 1-1 the count. Curveball down and in, swung through it, 1-2 as he was looking fastball. Screwball up and away, dribbled in the hole to short, Mustachio cuts it off, he has to go to first with it, 1 down. Leonaire advances on the fielder's choice, and that will bring up the rookie right fielder, Vinny Vortex, batting 6th today. RBI chance for the rookie here in the second inning. First pitch curveball down and in is fouled back, 0-1. Slider up and away is outside, 1-1. Screwball up and in, fouled back by Vortex, 1-2 the count. Fastball down and away in the dirt, 2-2. Change it down in the way. Foul back. Vortex stays alive. 2-2 the count. Slider down and in. Check swing called, strike 3 at the knees. Third bunch up for Bubkins today. 2 down, and that'll bring up Hernandez with the RBI chance. Left fielder batting 7th today. Juanita playing a backup position as she's normally in right field, but with Vortex in the lineup, she shifts to left. Fastball down, fouled off, 0-1. For ball up and in. Hernandez drives to the center field, got a good crack on it. Pulled back a few steps, and the rookie puts it away, and that will end the inning. Bubkins gives up her first hit, but pitches around it. Bottom 2 we go. It is scoreless. Often, Mustachio and Colt go up against Pulo. Leading off is catcher Jacques Often. Powers right-hander active for the left-handed hitting catcher. Batting in the floor slot. Started heating up at the end of the year. That's what I'm trying to say. Started swinging the stick really well. Homered twice in the last 3 games as he fouls that first pitch fastball off, 0-1. Fastball away, 1-1. Fastball up, swung through it late, 1-2 the count to Jacques. Slider down and in is dribbled to second. Backhanded by Candela for a first out. Hey, one boy, how's it going? Next up is Mustachio, the third baseman. He's batting 5th today. 1 out, nobody on for the Buzzards' third baseman. Fastball down and in is low, ball 1. Mustachio finished 2nd on the team in hits this year, behind Joseph Trunk. Fastball outside, misses 2-0. Fastball up, and he gets under it, pops it into shallow right center field. Fruitwell on, and the center fielder makes the catch, 2 down. Next up is the center fielder Thurman Colt, batting in the 6th slot today. Rookie switch hitter will bat left-handed here against Pulo. Change up at the knees is a called strike, 0-1. Fastball away is skied into left center field. He got under it, though, over Ford Fruitwell in the gap. He will make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Pulo as she puts another 0 on the board. To the 3rd, we're scoreless. Fruitwell, Pulo, and Bernard, 8-9-1 out for the Crocs. Leading off the inning is center fielder Gordon Fruitwell. 8-hitter today. First pitch fastball away is grounded to short, right at Bunterson, who charges and makes the play. 1 down. Bubkins now locked in, and that'll bring up the pitcher Pulo, who's also locked in after 1-2-3 innings to start her day. First pitch fastball up, called a strike at the letters, 0-1. Change it down and in, grounded to 3rd up the line, Mustachio there for it, makes the play, 2 down. Next up is Bernard, the shortstop, he's 0-1. Rookie flew out his first time up. First pitch curveball down and in is grounded hard to short at the middle. Bunterson dives to cut it off, gets up and fires. In time, 1-2-3 inning, nice play Buttons as Bubkins puts another 0 up. Bottom 3, we're still scoreless. Bottom 3 lineup for the Buzzards. Borgner, Whoopity is Bubkins as we still look for our first hit. Leading off the inning is the left fielder Rolf Borgner. Left fielder not hitting hot at the end of the year. It was the coldest hitter in the lineup, actually. But still on the playoff rosters, there was no good left fielders out there besides Marvin Steed, who is over $20 million worth as that slider's outside on the first pitch, ball 1. Fastball up and away is high, 2-0 to Rolf. Change it down is pulled out in front of him to the foul side, 2-1 to count to Rolf. Definitely looking fastball there. Out in front of the changeup again, and that was inside. He chases it 2-2. Change it down, pulled foul again, still 2-2 to Rolf. Fastball away is blooped to center field. That will get down for a base hit, and Rolf has the first hit today for the Buzzards. Fruitwell playing deep, cannot get there in time. Leadoff man on for the Buzzards. That'll bring up second baseman Sloop Whoopity. 8-hitter today is the second baseman. 19-year-old missed 3 games during the regular season due to a pulled hamstring injury. Now fully healthy here for the playoffs. Fastball up high, ball 1. Fastball middle in, grounded to first, drive to second 1. Bernard back to drive, double play. And just like that, the base runner is erased for Bubkins. 2 down for the pitcher, nobody on. She is locked in. Facing a now locked in again, Pulo. Fastball's high away, 1-0. Fastball down at the knees, called a strike, 1-1. Fastball up, chopped to second. Easy play for Candela, and that will end the inning. Pulo gives up her first hit, but gets a double play ball to erase it. To the fourth, we are scoreless. Drive third and Leonaire due up. That is true. Duck fart hits are just as good as solid ones. Here's Leanne drive to lead off. First baseman 0 for 1 today with a strikeout, swinging her first time up. First pitch fastball up and in from Bubkins. A sky to right field. Yoshida to his right a few steps, calls for it. And he puts it away without much movement, 1 down. Next up, the third baseman, Runda. She is 0 for 1 today. Also struck out swinging her first time up. First pitch slider down and in. Chop the second. Charging his Whoopity to make the play. 2 down. That will bring up Leonaire. She has the only hit for the Crocodiles so far today. She singled her first time up. Stranded at second base in the second inning. Throw ball down and in is inside as it backs her off the plate. Ball 1. Fastball up and away, swung through it. 1-1 the count to Tara. Screwball down and away, chopped to short. Bunterson backhands it. Fires to first. In time, that's a 1-2-3 inning as Bubkins has another 0 on the board. Bottom 4 were tied. Bunterson, Yoshida, and Trunk due up. Yep, the shot is real. It's absolutely joyful one moment and then absolutely terrible the next. Here's Bunterson leading off. He's 0 for 1. Grounded at the second base his first time up. Fastball up and in is a called strike as Pulo hits 102 on the gun, the hardest pitch she's thrown today. 0-1 the count. 96th the letters, 0-2. Slider at the knees, chop the second. Backhanded by Candela, 1 down. Next up, Yoshida. He's 0 for 1 today. Dano flew out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Fastball away, misses, ball 1. Slider check swing away, good take, 2-0 the count. Fastball up and away, swung through it late, 2-1. Pulo gets back in it. Fastball low, 3-1 as Pulo's behind the gun here. Yoshida in a good hitter's count. Fastball up and in, he pops it up as that power swing was just under the reticle. Pulo off the mound to her right, makes the catch, and that's the second out. Next up is Joseph Trunk. He is 0 for 1 today. Rounding out his first time up. Change it down and then it's called strike the knees, 0-1. Change it down and the way is low, 1-1. Slider at the knees, called a strike, 1-2 to Joseph. Change it down and then shatters the bat as it's dribbled to short. Bernard charges and fires in time. That's another 1-2-3 inning for Pulo as Trunk is now tense. To the 5th, we're still scoreless. Candela, Vortex, and Hernandez due up. Both teams only sitting on 1 hit through 4 innings. Looks like we got a full bona fide pitcher's duel here in Shaka. Leading off for the Crocs is the second baseman today, Andre Candela. Struck out looking his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Oh, no. Wrong batter. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. That's right. First pitch screwball at the knees. Lined up the middle on the ground. That is a base hit. And Candela has the second hit today for the Crocodiles. Leadoff man on. And here is Vinny Vortex. He struck out looking his first time up. That is right. Bad jumps active for Candela at first. As that fastball's up and away high. Ball 1. Curveball down and then. Bunt is shown as it's dribbled to the mound. Bubkins no play at second, goes to first with it on the sacrifice as it succeeds. 1 down and runner in scoring position for Hernandez. Flew out the center fielder first time up. First pitch curveball down and in. Called a strike at the knees. 0-1 as Bubkins gets ahead. Yes, those 4 are a menace to face, but they can be hittable as Hernandez drives that fastball up and into dead center field. Colt back to the warning track. Makes the catch as she got shotgunned. That deep fly ball, though, will advance the runner to third as there are 2 down. Good hustle by Colt to get there, and that'll bring up Fruitwell. Gordon flew out his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Screwball up and in is lined to right center field. That is in the gap, and the Crocs will have the first run of the game as that's going to be extra bases for Gordon. Runner scores easily from third as Candela trots in. It is 1-0 on the double. Brings up the pitcher Pulo, looking to help her own cause. 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Bubkins no longer locked in as that first pitch fastball up and away. Caught the corner, 0-1. Yep. Change it down and in. Chop the third. Mustachio to his left, cuts it off. Fires the first, and that ends the inning. Crocodiles get on the board with 2 hits. First on the single, sack bunt, and a double. Score the run, 1-0 to the bottom of the 5th. Pulo pitching with the lead as she's faced the minimum, so throws through 4. 4, 5, and 6 do up for the Buzzards. Leading off is the catcher, Jacques Often, 0-for-1 today with a flyout. Chased the fastball high as he loaded up to try and crush it, 0-1. Fastball up and in, misses, 1-1 to Jacques. Fastball up and in, turned on, a rip foul, 1-2 the count. Fouled off again as Jacques stays alive. Fastball up is fouled off again, still 1-2. Slider down and in, line to second, right at Candela to make the catch, 1 down. Next up, Mustachio. He popped up his first time up. He is 0-for-1. Slider away, misses the corner away, 1-0. Fastball up, high, 2-0 to Mario. Chased it outside as he dribbles it to short. Easy play for Bernard, 2 down. Next up is Colt. Center fielder is 0-for-1 today. Flew out his first time up. Fastball down at the knees for a called strike, 0-1. Change up inside, misses to Colt, 1-1 the count. Fastball down and in, line to short, right at Bernard, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Pulo as she gets through the 5th, no problems. To the 6th, 1-0 to score. Top lineup do it for the Crocs. Bernard, drive in third as they look to build on this lead. Leading off is Spud Bernard. Rookie shortstop's 0-for-2 today. He has flown out twice. He's flown out and grounded out, I believe. First pitch change up to him, down and away. Low, ball 1. Bubkins once again locked in after getting out of last inning's jam. Fastball up and in is high, 2-0. Slider down and in. Ripped foul by Bernard, 2-1. The ball up. Popped up to first. Trunk over, calling for it. First baseman barely moves as he puts it away for the first out. Next up is drive, 0-for-2 today for the first baseman. Grounded out and struck out today. First pitch slider up and away is outside, ball 1. Fastball down, taken low, 2-0. Change up and in, drive fouls it back, 2-1 the count. Ball down and in. Chop foul by drive. 2-2 now. Fastball up and away. High. 3-2. Good take from drive to avoid that one. The ball's down and in at the knees. Fouled back again as she stays alive. 2 full count still. Slider up and in. Skied into left center field. Colt going over in the gap. He is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Next up is run to third, 0-for-2 today. First pitch fastball down and in is called strike. 0-1 as Bubkins forges ahead. Next pitch is a slider up and away. Chop the third on the liner. Mustachio dives over his glove, but foul. 0-2 as that could have been extra bases for Runda. Next pitch curveball down and away. Chased it in the dirt. Strike 3. Second punch up for Runda today. 4th for Bubkins, and that is a 1-2-3 6th inning. Another 0 on the board. Bottom 6. We're still down 1. Bottom of the lineup do up Borgner, Whoopity, and Bubkins. Really? That is interesting. That I did not know. I guess that's kind of like the, got a defensive change already as run to third was hurt on that last strikeout swinging. So I'm guessing she tore something in her knee. Coming off the bench is shortstop Martha Eel as the rookie will take over, moving Spud Bernard to third base as he is a shortstop third baseman, I believe. See what the injury here is. Muscle strain, yes, so she strained a muscle somewhere in her body. Not sure where. I don't want to find out. But yes, Bernard can move to his backup position at third base as the rookie Eel will come on to play shortstop. Borgner 1-for-1 today with a single. So far the only Buzzards batter to get a hit. Now back to the infield fly. That I'm guessing that's the AI's way of saying, don't be a scumbag. Just for that, I'm taking away your pitcher from you. That is an interesting feature. I might have to try that when I'm in a custom franchise. First pitch to Borgner here is a fastball away for a strike, going 1. Low heater misses, 1-1 the count. Fastball second, easy play for Candela, 1 down. Next up is Whoopity, who grounded into a double play his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Fastball up and in is high, ball 1 to Sloop. Changeup at the knees, called a strike, 1-1. Heater high, 2-1 the count, as that was nowhere near the zone. Fastball down and in line to center field, and Whoopity has a base hit. He is 1 for 2. As he has the second hit today for the Buzzards as they look to make some damage here. Next up is Bubkins, 0 for 1 and locked in still, showing bunt here. It is down to the pitcher's mound. Pulo throws to second late. They will still get the out at first. On the sacrifices, it is successful. Bad call there by Pulo. She was aggressive to try and start the double play, but it failed as Whoopity is our fastest base runner. Well, behind Bunderson, I guess. He is at second with the RBI chance for the captain, Bunderson, who is 0 for 2. He has grounded out the second base twice today. First pitch changeup down the middle from Pulo, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, line down the right field line. That is a fair ball, and the captain will have extra bases as he will drive in the first run of the game. Beats the throw in from Vortex. It is an RBI double. We are knotted up at 1. Bunderson responds when he is called to action. Next up is Yoshida, who's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. Screwball at the knees for a called strike, going 1. Fastball up, lined at the middle. Eel dives to her left to cut it off. She will fire to first in time to get Yoshida as that does end the inning. But Bunderson drives in the tying run on a 2-out double as we are all knotted up at 1 to the 7th. Leonaire, Candela, and Vortex go up against Bubkins, who's sitting on only 55 pitches, having only given up 3 hits so far through 6 innings. 4 strikeouts recorded. Okay. I can understand the argument for Trunk. I mean, he is arguably the best, most complete hitter in the lineup. I will give you that. I feel like, I guess you could go either way. I guess Bunderson, I like naming the captain just by overall ability. Although I think Trunk is actually younger, I think. Who's younger, actually? Let's look. They're both 23. Okay, well, that doesn't help. Yeah, I could argue that. Yeah, Trunk did have the better offensive season. So, yeah, I could see your argument for having Trunk as the captain. I guess it could go either way. I guess it's just on your personal preference. Leonaire 1 for 2 today. She's singled. Curveball fouled off, 0-1. Fastball up and in is inside, 1-1. Slider down and in, swung through it late, 1-2 the count. Change it up and away, high, 2-2, good eye there. Fastball down and away, chop foul by Leonaire to stay alive, still 2-2 the count. Screwball up and in, foul back, still 2-2. Slider down and in, called strike 3 at the knees. 5th punch up for Bubkins today. 1 down, and that'll bring up Candela. 1 for 2 today with a single. He's also struck out today and scored a run. Fair point, fair point. You do not want to face Guns Jackman in any situation, really. The big, bad, and scary Jackman. I like that. I think I'll use that if I ever get to face him. Here's Candela, 1 for 2. Single and a strikeout today, I think. Fastball away, misses, ball 1. Curveball hangs to Candela as he rips it hard foul. 1-2, 1-1 the count now. Slider down and in. Rip hard and hold a short. Bunderson dives out of his reach, and that is a base hit for Candela. His second hit today. He is now 2 for 3. He has 50% of the Crocodiles' hits today. Next up, the rookie Vortex, who hit a sac bunt last time up. He has also struck out looking. 0 for 1 on the score line so far. First pitch curveball down and away. Runner goes as that's fouled off on the hit and run attempt. Remember, bad jumps is active for Candela over there, so he could get hung out to dry if Vortex misses if they try to attempt it again. Changeup middle plate, driven by Vortex deep to right center field. Is that one hung at the wrong time? It is gone. Home run for the rookie, Vinny Vortex. As he hits it over the right center field wall, and that breaks the tie. Crocodons take the lead, 3-1. First homer of the playoffs for the rookie. Inopportune moment to hang a changeup. Next time is Juanita Hernandez, 0-2. Flown out to center field twice today. Bubkins no longer locked in. First pitch fastball up and in is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Next pitch, a screwball up and away. Popped into center field. Colt in on it. He calls for it and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Fruitwell, who doubled in a run last time up. He is 1-2. Gordon is also flown out today. First pitch fastball up and away. Line to right center field. That is in the gap again, and that will be extra bases again for Gordon, as that gets all the way to the wall in right center. Polk gets it into Holden. To a double, but Fruitwell puts himself in scoring position with his second extra base hit of the game. He's 2-for-3. That brings up the locked-in Pulo, who's 0-for-2 with another RBI chance. Pulo has popped out and grounded out today. First pitch curveball down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball up and in on the next pitch is swung through late, 1-1 the count. Slider down and away in the dirt, 2-1. Screwball inside, misses to Pulo, 3-1. Fastball away. Check swing, ball 4 outside as Bubkins commits the cardinal sin in walking the pitcher. That extends the inning for the rookie Bernard, shortstop 0-for-3 today. He now moved to third base after the injury to run to third. Let's see how he responds here in this clutch situation. That's a good question. I mean, I would be surprised if Shaka was cold. From Shaka's interpretation, I'm thinking it's like a tropical getaway, like maybe on Hawaii or something, which could be cold sometimes, depending on what season you're in, like maybe early spring or maybe even sometimes in winter. It could be mild. I do know, I think for what they're going for, as that fastball's up and in, I know Red Rock Park is definitely in the desert somewhere, so that's probably hot year-round. The Overdogs and Blowfish's Swagger Center, that is definitely in Los Angeles, so that's probably warm most of the year. Then we also got, what else? We got Lafayette Corner for the Freebooters. That's got to be down south in the swamp, so that's almost always going to be hot and muggy. Hope no one's wearing a hoodie there. But I could arguably see some of the other ones being in cold territory, so that fastball's up and in high, 2-0. Tiger Den, I could definitely see it being like a metropolitan, like maybe New York City or some kind of area. I know it's based off the Korean baseball stadium, so maybe it's colder over there year-round, possibly. Founders Field I could easily see being in a colder climate. What other parks are there? Motor Yard, I think it's somewhere warm. Is that fastball? Curveball's down and in, 3-0. Fastball down and away. Is it called strike as Bubkins finally gets one over the plate? Slider up and in. Lined up the middle on the ground, past the diving Bunterson into center. That is a base hit. Colt will come up throwing, but that will be futile as the run scores. It is 4-1. And we're going to have to make a pitching change. His drive coming up next is 0-for-3. I guess it's like, I guess they could be wearing hoodies, like giving off the sense of like it's fall, like early fall. Maybe it's like giving off the sense of like a playoff baseball vibe. Never really thought about it. Bubkins will be done here. 6 2/3 in the books. 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk. She strikes out 5 batters, gives up the 4 earned runs, and is on the hook for the loss as she finally gave up the runs here in the 7th inning. Coming out of the bullpen here. We're going to go, let's see who's coming up. They're in the middle lineup, so we have no pitcher coming up next. We're going to go to the rookie out of the bullpen, right-hander Killer Sherman. Sherman in the regular season only made 4 appearances for the Buzzards, but they were all good. He finished 1-0 with a 0 ERA and an 0.94 whip. He threw 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits surrendered, 2 walks, and he struck out 4 batters. Batting average against on the year of 176. See if the rookie can get out of the jam here with 2 down against Drive. First pitch cutter in the middle of the zone is a called strike as Drive was taking to size him up. Change it down and in is low in the dirt, 1-0. Fastball up and in is high, 2-1. Fastball down and in. Down and away, actually, as Drive jumps on it, hits it to left field, hits it well. Borgner to the warning track will put it away as that ball was shotgunned. That would probably be gone in any other ballpark. Crocodiles do score 3 runs as they break the tie with the big blow coming off the bat of rookie Vinny Vortex with a 2-run homer. 4-1 to the bottom of the 7th. Part of the lineup up for the Crocs, though. Leading off is Joseph Trunk. First baseman is Tense, hitting 0 for 2 today. So he just popped out and flown out today. First pitch from Pulo is a fastball high, ball 1. Pulo now pitching with the lead again. Fastball, a changeup away is called strike on the corner, 1-1. Fastball away is fouled off by Trunk, 1-2 the count. Slider down and in, chop to third. Easy play for Spud. Rookie puts it away, 1 down. Next up is Often the catcher. He's 0 for 2 today with a fly out and a pop out. Fastball down below the knees, ball 1 to Jacques. Fastball away is a strike called, 1-1. Heater up and in, misses, 2-1. Pulo falls behind here. Starting to tire, they're up over 75 pitches here as that changeup. That was a fastball actually up and in for strike 2-2. Fastball down the way, line in the hole to short. Backhanded by Eo on the grass, fires. In time to get Often, nice play, 2 down. Next up, Mustachio 0 for 2 as the rookie Eo just showed off her great arm there in the gap. Mario Mustachio up, he's 0 for 2. Fastball down the middle, 0-1. Mustachio has flown out and popped out. Fastball down and away is low, 1-1. Heater up and in, misses, 2-1. Slider away, bloop to left field, and that is down for a base hit as Mustachio has his first hit today. He'll be 1 for 3. So that 2-out single will extend the inning here for the Buzzards. It's coming up as Thurman Colt. Center fielder 0 for 2 today. Flown out twice. Slider away, misses, ball 1. Pick off the first, nothing doing as Mustachio gets back. Slider outside, misses again, 2-0 from Pulo. Fastball to knees, lined up the middle, and Colt cracks that through past the diving shortstop. That's his first hit today. He's 1 for 3 as it'll be first and the second now as the tying run comes to the plate and Borgner. Rolf is 1 for 2. He singled his first time up and grounded out the first base last time up. Can Rolf come through in the clutch here against the tiring Pulo? Let's see. Fastball up and away is a called strike as it caught the corner, 0-1. Changeup pulled foul as he was looking fastball, 0-2. Slider at the knees, line through the middle, past the diving. Oh, Eel actually caught that. Damn, I thought I got through. Ground out is going to be to ending the inning as Eel does make a nice diving stop. To the 8th, it is 4-1 steal. Eel, Leonaire, Candela will face the rookie Sherman. Rookie Martha Eel gets her first plate appearance of the playoffs. Shortstop made a nice defensive play last inning to save runs. 4-1 still to score. First pitch from Sherman is fastball down and away, low outside, 1-0. Next pitch is a curveball up and in. That is turned on by Eel and cracked the left center field, hit pretty well. Borgner to the warning track will make the catch, 1 down as he puts it in the basket. 1 down, and that'll bring up Leonaire, 1 for 3 with a single. He's also struck out today. First pitch changeup at the knees is grounded hard past the diving third baseman Mustachio as he dives futilely. As that'll be the second hit today for Leonaire. She was 2 for 4. Runner on at first, 1 down for Candela. He's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and a strikeout looking. Switch hitter bats left-handed for the first time today. So that first pitch slider up and in is fouled off, 0-1. Fastball down and in is low inside, 1-1. Curveball down and away, low, 2-1. Cutter up and away, fouled off, 2-2 the count. Change it down and in, called strike 3. First punch up for Sherman in the playoffs. 2 down, and that will bring up Vortex. 1 for 2, he had a big 2-run homer last time up. He's also struck out looking and hit a sacrifice bunt. Runner at first still with 2 down. First pitch cutter middle in is inside. Ball 1 as that's off the plate. Fastball down low. Check swing taken. 2-0. Good eye from Vinny. Next pitch is a curveball down and in. That is fouled off as he's early. 2-1. Change it up and in. Away is high. 3-1. Slider down and away. Chopped foul out of play. Still a full count. Fastball up. Line down the left field line, and that is foul. Runner will be going here with a full count and 2 down. Slider down and in. Vortex dribbles it up the middle. Whoopity there charges bare hands and fires to first in time, and that ends the inning. As Sherman gets through the 8th, scoreless, bottom 8. Down 3 we are. Whoopity, Sherman, and Bunderson do up against a towering Pulo, who's approaching 90 pitches on the day. Leading off is Whoopity, 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. He's also grounded into a double play. He's also scored a run as well. Leonaire will come out as defensively replacing her as backup catcher Evan Chukov, who is a much better fielder, as they will try to prevent any future stolen base attempts. Whoopity looking to start the inning positively against Pulo as he takes a slider down the middle, 0-1. Fastball up and in, grounded to short, 1 hopper to Eel, makes the play, 1 down. Pitcher slot due up next will pinch hit for Sherman. Coming off the bench will be... We're gonna go with shortstop Ham Slamus. Pinch hitter will bat left-handed against Pulo as he looks to get something started here. Fastball up and in is a called strike on the corner, up and in, 0-1. Fastball down and in line at the middle, and Slamus has a base hit as the pinch hitter does succeed. He'll put himself on with 1 down. Next up is Bunderson, who doubled home a run last time up. He is 1 for 3 with the RBI. Looking to do it again here with Slamus over at first. Fastball up and away, called a strike, 0-1 as Pulo gets ahead. Changing fastball down and in, dribbled up the line to third. Bernard backhands, fires the second one. Candela to first, late. Fielder's choice to Bunderson, 2 down, runner at first for Yoshida, who is 0 for 3. Fastball up is called strike the letters, 0-1 to Dano. Fastball at the knees, grounded up the middle to Eel, who make the play to first, and that will end the inning, as the Buzzards again fail to score against Pulo. Coming out of the bullpen will be right-hander Meet Commonly, as we're still down 3 runs. Looking to get through the 9th, Hernandez, Fruitwell, and Pulo do up. Here's Hernandez, 0 for 3 day for the left fielder. She has flown out 3 times, all to center field. Commonly in the regular season, let's take a look at his numbers real quick. Meet went 1-0. He had a 0 ERA and an 0.85 whip. Definitely pitched well above his ratings. 7 appearances. He recorded 2 saves, throwing 15 in the 3rd innings, which was the most out of the bullpen. 11 hits given up. 1 wild pitch thrown, 2 walks recorded, and 8 strikeouts. His batting average against was .208. Commonly was definitely the go-to guy out of the pen when things were either already out of reach or when you had a long relief appearances and your long reliever was tired. Quickly ahead 0-2 here as Hernandez is hacking at 2 fastballs. Fastball up and away. Popped up in front of the plate. Often is there for it. The catcher calling. Makes the catch for the first out. Next up is Fruitwell, 2 for 3 today with 2 doubles and an RBI. First pitch curveball down and away. Lined in the right field, right to Yoshida though on the line. 2 down now. And that will bring up Pulo, who's 0 for 2 with the walk. Will they pinch hit for the ace? They will not, as they're going to let her go for the complete game here. First pitch fastball up and in is called strike. 0-1 as Commonly gets ahead. Cutter middle in is swung through late. 0-2 the count. You see her up and away. Pop foul out of play by Pulo as she keeps the bat alive. It is still 0-2 though. Fastball down and away, called strike 3 on the corner. Commonly gets his first punch out of the postseason as he pitches a 1-2-3 9th inning. Bottom 9, we are still down 3 as the heart of the lineup will lead us off. Trunk, Often, and Mustachio look to break through against the Pulo, who is approaching 100 pitches. Here's Joseph Trunk. He's 0 for 3 today as the first baseman looks to get out of the funk he's in. Fastball up and away is high, ball 1. Fastball up and in is high, 2-0. Up and away with the heater, caught the corner, 2-1. Fastball up and away is skied this time to left center field. Over for it is Fruitwell to make the catch, 1 down. Trunk will finish 0 for 4, and that will bring up Often, who's 0 for 3. Hey, who? Not looking so hot here in game 1. Often 0 for 3 today. Grounded out and flown out twice. Or change it down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball, but in the gap to right center field, and often has his first hit today as that gets down. That'll be a single. He is now 1 for 4. That'll bring up Mustachio. Mario singled his singled his last time up. He is 1 for 3. As Pulo, now over 100 pitches, is starting to show signs of being tired. Bad jump's also active for often at first base, preventing him from stealing. Fastball away, misses. Ball 1. Slider up is skied by Mustachio to left center field. This should be an easy play for Fruitwell as he's calling for it already. 2 down. Tying run is still in the on-deck circle here. As due up next is going to be Thurman Colt, the center fielder. He singled last time up as well. He is 1 for 3. Pulo done here as they will take her out just before the complete game. 8 2/3 innings, 7 hits, an earned run, and a strikeout. Runner at first is her responsibility, but a quality start nonetheless for the ace as she will turn things over to the bullpen. Right-hander, what do you know, coming out of the bullpen. Take a look at Woody's numbers here on the season real quick. Woody on the season, he went 1-2 on the year with a 2.87 ERA and an 0.77 WHIP. In 11 appearances, he gave up 5 earned runs, 15 2/3 innings pitched, which was the most out of the bullpen. 8 hits given up, 4 walks. He hit a batter and also struck out 13, which was the most out of the bullpen. Batting average against 143, also the best. Ano's 2 losses on the year came in the doubleheaders against us. He lost both of those games when the pitcher who came in behind him could not hold the lead. Let's see how he does against Colt. Looking for the last out as that slider is low, ball 1. Fastball down the middle, in there for a strike. 1-1 to Thurman. Fastball up his chase line to short. Easy play for Eel, and that is a 1-2-3. Well, fuck it. He got the last out he needed, and that ends the game as the Buzzards drop game 1 here. 4-1 the final. Excellent pitching from Yoshida Pulo is the main cause for the Crocodiles' win. And that big 7th inning as they got that big home run from the rookie Vortex, and they never looked back. Good pitcher's duel for both clubs. They just had a better ace. Hits today for the Crocodiles were few and far between. Hitless today were Drive, third. The rookie Eel, who only had 1 at-bat. Chukov did not get an at-bat. Hernandez went 0 for 4, and Pulo was 0 for 3. 2 hits today for Gordon Fruitwell as he doubles in a run. Big hit today for Vinny Vortex. The rookie hit a 2-run homer. And then the other RBI went to the rookie Spud Bernard as he hit a single in the 7th inning as well. On the other side for us, everybody got a hit today except Yoshida, Trunk, and Bubkins, as well as Sherman and Commonly, who did not bat. RBI today was on the double by Bunterson in the 4th inning. Winner and pitcher is Jovita Pulo, 8 2/3 innings for the ace, 7 hits, an earned run, and a strikeout. Quality start. She improves to 1-0 in the postseason. And Woody gets the 1-out save. For us, Bubkins, 6 2/3, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, a walk, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run. Not a bad line, but she does take the loss as she was facing a very, very competent pitcher in Pulo. She falls to 0-1. Killer Sherman, the rookie, inning and a third out of the pen, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and Commonly a clean 9th inning, 1 strikeout recorded. Thank you, Hoon. Shame we couldn't put it away for the first game, but we still do have 2 more games to try and win. Pulo, your player of the game, followed by Vortex with the homer, and Fruitwell with his 2 doubles. As it's all Crocodiles here in the top 3 players of the game. Alrighty, can we avoid the sweep? Let's find out. First, let us sim up to the next game as we have to see how the other series pan out. Quick peek at the series here. Moose and Herbivores, and Wide Loads looking to finish it off here in game 2. Let's see how it goes. Sandcats take an early lead, and they hold on to win 10-3 against the Moose as they force game 3. Top seed Wild Pigs looking to do the same against the Herbivores. They're fighting, but they fall just short 9-7. Herbivores sweep them out of the playoffs, so that 1 seed is gone. And the Wide Loads take care of business against the Heaters 6-1 as they sweep the 3 seed out. So the Wide Loads will get extra rest here as they await the winner of this game. If they face us, they will have extra rest. If they face the Crocodiles, everybody will be equally rested. Well, Herbivores will have extra rest against the winner of the Moose Sandcats series no matter what. Alright, here's the matchup for game number 2. It'll be Erlang Elwood on the hill, followed against Maurice Brick. Brick did get the win against us the one time we faced him during the regular season. He was the winning pitcher of the first debut against the Crocs this season. The other 2 games were losses for them. There we are. Let's set the lineup here for Game 2. Bunterson will lead off, followed by Yoshida, then Trunk, Often, Mustachio, Colt, Borgner, and Whoopity. Same lineup as Game 1 with Elwood on the hill instead of Bubkins, and Trunk is tense. Trying to break out of that early slump he's in. Buzzards trying to stave off elimination as they look to not continue the 1-seed curse as the Wild Pigs were swept out in the first round. Let's see if we can avoid the same fate here. Try to at least make a series of it here. Going to the Motor Yard. We are 0-1 here at the Motor Yard. Our 2 wins against the Crocs were at home. And as you saw, the Crocs took care of business. See if we can return the favor here against Brick. Alrighty, Bunterson, Yoshida, and Trunk do up first for us. Bunterson 1 for 4 in the postseason with the RBI. He drove in the only run on a double in Game 1. Here's a look at Brick's numbers on the season. Brick in the regular season, he went 1-2, that 1 win coming against us. He has a 2.38 ERA and a 1.28 whip. 10 runs given up, 6 of them earned in his 4 starts. He pitched 22 2/3 innings, which is just under 5 2/3 innings to start. 20 hits surrendered. One of them a homer. He hit a batter, walked 9, and struck out 19. Batting average against .230 on the year for Maurice. Bunterson ready. Here we go. Fastball in there at the knees. We're underway. 0-1. Up and away. Heater misses. 1-1. Heater inside. 2-1. Chased it in the dirt on that curveball. 2-2 to count. Fastball inside. Bloop to left field. That is in for a base hit as Bunterson starts the game off with the single. Speedster on at first here, and that'll bring up Yoshida. Right fielder hitless in the first game. He went 0 for 4. We can turn his luck around. First pitch fastball in there from Brick. 0-1. Pick off to first. Nothing doing as that was low, but blocked by drive. Good fielding play from the first baseman. Runner goes. Fastball up. Although strike. Throw down is late. Stolen base for Bunterson as that is the first stolen base for the Buzzards here in the postseason. He is 1 for 1. 0-2 the count to Yoshida. Fastball away, line to left field. That is down for a base hit, and Bunterson's going to try it. No, he's not. Hernandez has the best arm in the outfield as we'll stay at third. Runners at the corners with none down for Trunk, who went 0 for 4 in the first game as well. Can he break out of his slump here as he is tense? Slider down, curveball in the dirt, bounces. Ball 1 from Brick. Fastball up is high, 2-0. Fastball down in the way, line to right center field. Into the sliding Fruitwell's glove as he does make the catch. Bunterson will tag, though, and beat the throw. It is a sac fly for Trunk as we take a 1-0 lead. Next up is the catcher, Jacques Often, 1 for 4 in the first game with a single. Brick now tense already here in the first inning. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Fastball away is chopped to third. Charging Lee to make the throw to second in time for the second out. Relay to first is late. Fielder's choice for Jacques. Now we'll extend the inning for Mustachio, who went 1 for 4 in the first game as well. Bad jumps active for Often over at first. Slider at the knees, a strike called from Brick, 0-1. Fastball down and then chopped to the mound as Brick makes the stop and fires to first in time to end the inning. Buzzards, though, take the lead on the sac fly by Trunk, 1-0 to the bottom of the first. Bernard, Drive, and Candela do up against Elwood. Agreed. I believe Motor Yard does seem to be a pretty fair design. Nothing's too crazy about it, which is nice considering this game. Leading off the game for the Crocs is the rookie shortstop Spud Bernard. 1 for 4 in the first game as he did drive in a run on a single in the 7th inning of that contest. Here is a look at Elwood's numbers from the regular season. Erlang went 3-0, 3.60 ERA and a 1.13 whip. 12 runs given up in 5 appearances, 4 of them starts. Through a combined 30 innings, 28 were in starts, 2 were in relief, which got him that third win up there. He averaged 7 innings a start in his appearances. 33 hits surrendered, 1 homer, 1 complete game thrown, 1 walk recorded, and 18 strikeouts, which led the team. His batting average against is .273 on the year. Very solid year for Erlang as a number 2. See if he can keep it going here in the playoffs. Lineup for the Crocodons looks like this. After Bernard, it is the first baseman Drive, who is tense. Then the second baseman Candela, who had 2 hits in the first game. Following him is the catcher Leonero, who also had 2 hits. Then it's right fielder Vinny Vortex, who had the big home run. Then it is center fielder Gordon Fruitwell. Batting 7th is the left fielder Hernandez, who is hitless. And batting 8th, getting her first start of the playoffs, is third baseman Trisha Lee, in for the injured run to third, who suffered a muscle strain when she struck out swinging in the middle innings. Following her is the 9 hitter, the pitcher Maurice Brick. Here's Erlang's first delivery. Fastball down and away. Driven deep by Bernard to right field. He cracks it all the way back to the wall. Off the top of the fence as he just missed a home run. That is extra bases. Looking for third, who will hold it second. It is a leadoff double. Yep, that is a fair assumption, actually. Yep. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Next up is Drive, who is hitless today. First pitch fastball away, outside, ball 1. Drive 0 for 4 in the first game. Ball inside misses. 2-0 as Elwood struggling to find the zone here. Slider down and in on the next pitch. Check swing called a strike, 2-1. Two-seamer up and away. Check swing strike called, 2-2. Fastball up and in. Grounded to short. Wonderson looks to runner back, goes to first. 1 down. Next up is Candela, 2 for 4 in the first game as he singled twice and struck out twice. 500 average for Andre. First pitch fastball down the middle, fouled off, 0-1. Change him down and away, outside, good eye, 1-1. Slider down and in, inside, 2-1. Seamer up, swung through it late, 2-2 the count. Curveball away, outside, full count to Andre. Fastball up and in, skied into right field down the line. Yoshida going over for it in the corner. Makes the catch for the second out as the runner tags. Here comes the throw from Yoshida. It's a good one, but it is late. Running 90 feet away with 2 down for Leonere, the catcher. 2 for 4 in the first game. She singled twice. First pitch fastball up and away from Elwood is high. Ball 1. Next pitch curveball down and in. Chopped up the middle of the second. Whoopity there to backhand it. Fires to first. In time, and Elwood strands the leadoff doubles as he keeps him off the board. To the second, we're still up 1. Colt, Borgner, and Whoopity do up against Brick. Good pitching from Erlang as he manages to strand the leadoff base runner. Let's see if we can build on this momentum in the second. Leading off will be center fielder Thurman Colt. 1 for 4 with a single in the first game. Brick ready. Here's the first pitch. Slider away, called a strike. Brick back to neutral mojo after getting out of the inning, only giving up 1 run. Fastball away, misses. 1-1 the count. Fastball down and in is in there. 1-2. Fastball away, bloop to right center. Leaping Candela to make the nice catch. 1 down is that Rod Colt. Next up, left fielder Rolf Borgner, who went 1 for 3 in the first game as he hit a single. First pitch fastball away is a called strike, 0-1. Fastball down the middle, skied by Borgner to right center field. Fruitwell already calling for it in the gap. He'll make the catch, 2 down. That'll bring up Whoopity, who also went 1 for 3 in the first game. He also singled. Singled and scored a run as he takes a fastball below the knees, ball 1. Fastball inside, 2-0. Fastball middle away, line down the right field line, and it's a fair ball for Whoopity into the corners. He'll have a single. That 2-out hit will extend the inning for the pitcher as Erlang Elwood comes up next as he'll face Brick with 2 down here in the inning. Runner at first. Fastball up, chopped to short. Lee cuts it off as she fires the first in time, and that will end the inning. Thankfully, our pitcher will not lead off in the third, but that is a good bounce-back inning for Brick as he puts up a 0. Bottom 2, Vortex, Fruitwell, and Hernandez do up. Thank you, thank you. There's Vortex, right fielder, hitting .333 in the postseason. He had a big 2-run homer, which was the difference maker in Game 1, as he gave the insurance runs that the Crocodons needed to secure the victory. Ball down and in is low from Elwood on the first pitch, ball 1. Fastball up and away. Check swing strike call. The 1-1. Slider down and away. Chop foul out of play. 1-2. Seamer up and in. Foul back. Still 1-2. Change it down and in. Rip foul hard by Vortex, but he's still early. 1-2. Fastball up and away. Called strike 3. First punch up for Elwood. 1 down. Next up, the center fielder Gordon Fruitwell. He went 2 for 4 in the first game with 2 doubles. Drove in a run as well. First pitch curveball hangs, and that's called a strike with the letters. Thankfully, he did not swing. He probably should have killed that. 0-1. Fastball away in the next pitch. Check swing strike. 0-2. Change it middle in. Ripped hard up the middle. Whoopity dives to his right. Makes a nice catch. 2 down. Next up, the left fielder Juanita Hernandez. 0 for 4 in the first game. One of the few starters to go hitless for the Crocs. First pitch fastball up and away. Driven deep by Hernandez. She got all of that one. That's over the high wall and right. That is a home run for Juanita. Her first of the postseason. Also her first hit. We're all knotted up at 1. She crushed that high fastball with no remorse. That was a very hittable pitch. Center high. Next up, third baseman Trisha Lee getting her first start of the postseason. In for the injured run to third. She'll bat 8th today for the Crocs. Fastball on the first pitch away from Elwood is a called strike, this time on the corner, 0-1. Not as hittable as the last pitch to Hernandez, as that slider's taken in the dirt, 1-1. Two-seamer down and in is fouled off by Lee, 1-2 the count. Curveball down and away, in the dirt, good eye, 2-2. Two-seamer up and in. Skyball to center field. Colt back a few steps. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Crocodons are on the board with the home run from Hernandez to the third. We're knotted up at 1. Top of the lineup do it for the Buzzards. Bunterson, Yoshida, and Trunk. Leading off his buttons, Bunterson. He singled, stole a base, and then scored a run in the first inning. Pretty much did everything out there. Curveball inside, caught the corner, 0-1. Curveball inside again. This time it's skied to right field, but it's right to Vortex for the first out. Next up is Yoshida, the right fielder. He singled his first time up. He is 1 for 1. Fastball inside misses from Brick. Ball 1. Forkball at the knees for a strike called. 1-1. Fastball up and away. Bloop to left field. That is down in front of Hernandez, who was playing him deep. Second hit today for Yoshida. He is 2 for 2. Making up for his hitless day in Game 1. Next up is Joseph Trunk. Sack fly his first time up. He is no bat today. Fastball down the middle, called a strike, 0-1. Chased it up, 0-2. Curveball down and in, line to third, right at Lee for the second out as Yoshida smartly gets back to first. 2 down, runner at first for Often. Catcher is 0 for 1 today. Fastball inside, misses, ball 1. Fastball up is fouled back, 1-1 the count. Curveball at the knees, skied by Often the right center field as he got caught out on his front foot, loading up the power swing. Fruitwell makes the catch in a gap, and that ends the inning. Bottom 3, we're still knotted up at 1. Brick, Bernard, and Drive do up. Leading off is pitcher Maurice Brick with his first at bat of the game. First pitch fastball away, grounded up the middle, and Colt has the first pitcher hit of the series as he's on the lead off the third. Next up, Bernard, rookie doubled his first time up and was stranded at second base in the first inning. First pitch slider at the knees, low, ball 1. Two-seamer middle in, fouled off by Bernard, 1-1 the count. Next pitch curveball middle away. Turned on by Bernard, ripped into the left field corner. He hits it pretty well. Borgner's out of room. He leaps. It's over his glove into the Buzzards bullpen. Home run for the rookie Spud Bernard, his first of the postseason. And that 2-run shot breaks the tie. It is 3-1. Next up is Drive 0 for 1 today as Elwood now 10th. giving up the big blast. Slider up and away, turned on and lined in the left field, but it's right at Borgner for the first out. Next up is the second baseman, Candela. He is 0 for 1. Fastball up and in. The first pitch is inside. Ball 1. Third ball up and away. Popped into shallow center field. Colt coming in. Makes the catch for the second out. Next up is Leonaire, the catcher. 0 for 1 today. Slider down. Taken in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball down and away. Lined up the middle. That is a base hit. Leonaire's first hit today. She's 1 for 2. That 2-out single will keep the inning alive here for Vortex, who's 0 for 1. First pitch slider is high from Elwood. Taken. Ball 1. Two-seamer middle in. Grounded up the middle. That is another base hit. Vortex's first today. He's 1 for 2. First and second. Now at 2 down. It's the Crocodiles keep the inning alive here for Fruitwell. Center fielder 0 for 1. Two-seamer up and away. Called a strike at the letters. 0-1. Change at the knees. Lined up the middle. It hits Elwood right in the balls. Often recovers, but it's late. It's an infield single for Fruitwell. Bases loaded for Hernandez, who hit a home run last time up. She's 1 for 1. Elwood now rattled as he just wants to get out of this nightmare inning. First pitch curveball down and away. Called a strike. Caught the corner. 0-1. Nice pitch. Changeup up and in. Check swing inside. Good take by Hernandez. 1-1. Fastball down and in. Low. 2-1. Slider middle away. Lined into right center field. Heading for the gap. Colt looks it, and it goes past him all the way to the wall. This should clear the bases as Hernandez will have a 3-run double. They break it open. Crocodiles take a 6-1 lead here in the third. Looking pretty bleak, honestly. Next up is Lee, the third baseman, 0 for 1. Fastball up and in. Elwood gets it in there for a called strike, 0-1. Curveball away, outside, 1-1. This is the 9th batter to come up this inning for the Crocs. They've officially batted around. Slider middle in is fouled off, 1-2. Change it down and in. Chop the second. Charging Whoopity. He'll make the play to first. That does end the inning. Crocodiles, though, send 9 men to the plate and score 5 of them. So they take a 6-1 lead here to the 4th. Big 3-run double for Hernandez and a 2-run shot by the rookie shortstop, Spud Bernard. Mustachio, Colt, and Borgner do up as we look to bounce back here after that gut punch. Sorry, Hoonam. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I apologize. Here's Brick. Brick facing Mustachio. He's 0 for 1 today. Slider down and in is low. Ball 1. Fastball up and in is a strike call at 1-1. Slider inside misses. 2-1. Chase the slider outside. This is dribbled to third. Lee barehands it and fires. 1 down. Next up, the center fielder Colt. He is 0 for 1 today. Forkball in the dirt. 1-0. Slider outside. 2-0. Slider up and in. Cracked by Colt to center field. Fruitwell to his back a few steps to his right makes the catch on the liner. 2 down. Next up, Borgner 0 for 1 with the fly out today. Brick now locked in as that fastball drifts inside on the 2-seamer. 1-0. Fastball middle in is lined to right center field. That will hang up, though, for Fruitwell as he makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 4. Buzzards still trying to find an answer. Brick, Bernard, and Drive do up. Good to hear, good to hear. Bottom 4, here's Brick to lead off. 1 for 1 with the single. His single started the rally in the last inning as that put him on base for the home run by Bernard as he swings through a fastball at the knees. 0-1. Two-seamer up. Swung through it late. 0-2. Fastball up and away. Check swing high. 1-2. Two-seamer up. Chop to the mound. Elwood does make the play this time. 1 down. Next up, Bernard, 2 for 2 today. He had a 2-run homer last time up. He's also doubled. He's currently locked in, having 3 hits in his last 3 at-bats, dating back to Game 1. Ball down and away is a called strike to the knees, 0-1. Fastball up and in, popped up, shallow right center field. Whoopity out for it. He will call for it. And the second baseman will make the catch, 2 down. That brings up drive with the bases empty and 2 down as she is 0 for 2. First pitch changeup down and away is outside from Elwood, ball 1. Fastball up, taken high, 2-0. Ball away, line to third, leaping Mustachio over his glove into the corner. That's going to hit all the way to the wall as Borgner gets it in, but and that will hold drive to a single. Thankfully, it's not an extra base hit. That single, though, will extend the inning for Candela, who is 0 for 2. First pitch slider down and in is low, ball 1. Fastball middle in is ripped to short, right to Bunterson, though, on the liner. That ends the inning. Good bounce-back inning for Elwood as he only gives up 1 hit to the 5th. We're still down 5. 8-9-1 due up for the Buzzards. Whoopity, Elwood, and Bunterson. Here's Whoopity, 1 for 1 today with a single. He led off last time with a single. Let's see if he does it again. Fastball at the knees, a strike, going 1. Fastball away, a strike, going 2. Curveball away is popped up, shallow left center. Out for it, the shortstop. Bernard, he'll make the catch, 1 down. Elwood due up next. We are going to pinch hit for the pitcher as he's still rattled, and, well, he just didn't have a good day. Done after 4 innings. He gives up 6 runs on 9 hits, striking out only 1 batter. Definitely something he wants to forget. Coming off the bench to pinch hit will be rookie first baseman Sage Spiesel. However, left-hander and outside pitch active for the rookie, who did have a big grand slam in the regular season against the Nemesis, which secured us that win. Fastball down and in is a called strike, 0-1. Fastball away, grounded hard to first, diving drive in the hole, though. She'll flip it to the pitcher, who drops it in. She will reach on the error. E1. Spiesel reaches. That'll bring up Bunterson. 1 for 2 today with the single. Flew out last time up, though. Fastball up, line to right center field. That is in the gap, and Bunterson's going to have extra bases, as Spiesel should score all the way from first on this play as she's coming around third. Bunterson thinking 3 out of the box. He will be in there with a triple. It is an RBI triple as well, as it's 6-2 thanks to the error. Next up is Yoshida, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. His brick is now tense following the error and the giving up the run on the double. Yoshida cracks the hanging curveball, lines at the center field. Right to Fruitwell to make the catch, as tagging is Bunterson. He will score on the sac fly. It is now 6-3 as we put our second run on the board this inning. That'll bring up Trunk with the bases empty. He's 0 for 1. Does have an RBI on a sac fly, though. Swung through a fastball at the knees, 0-1. Curveball down and then is fouled off, 0-2. Fastball away, grounded to second. Easy play for Candela, and that ends the inning. Buzzards, though, do put up 2 runs, thanks in large part to the error by Brick. Coming out of the bullpen for us will be right-hander Bradley Bowler, the long reliever. 6-3 the score to the bottom of the 5th. Leonaire, Vortex, and Fruitwell do up. Leonaire 1 for 2 today with a single. Bowler on the mound. He was a starter in the regular season, relegated to bullpen duties here in the playoffs as he did not pitch well. Here's why. In the regular season, he had no record, a 7 ERA, and a 1.94 whip. In his 4 starts, he only pitched 18 innings, which is average of 4 2/3 innings a start. 19 runs given up, 14 of them earned. He gave up 30 hits, 5 walks, and 15 strikeouts recorded, though. Batting average against 370. He was, however, the only starter to keep the ball in the ballpark, so I guess that's a good thing. He'll be taking over duties here on the mound in the 5th inning here against the heart of the lineup. First up is the catcher, Leonaire. Fouls off that 2-seamer out of play, 0-1. Fastball inside, misses, ball 1. Change it down and in, swung out in front of it, 1-2. Slider up and away, chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Bowler, 1 down. Next up, Vortex, 1 for 2 with a single. Fastball down and away, swung through it, 0-1. Two-seamer down and in, grounded to short. Bunterson charges, makes the play, 2 down. Next up, Fruitwell, 1 for 2 today with the single. First pitch, change it down and away. Outside, ball 1. Slider up and in. The next pitch is a called strike, 1-1. Fastball down and in, chopped up the middle of the second. Whoopity there to backhand it. He'll make the play. 1-2-3 inning for Bowler, as that's arguably one of the cleanest innings I've seen him have all year. To the 6th, we're still down 3. 6-3 to score. Often, Mustachio and Colt do up against Brick. Leading off is Often, who's 0 for 2 today. Catcher looking to turn things around at the plate here. Brick still tense after last inning as that slider's outside, ball 1. He did make an error, and he also gave up 2 runs. Forkball down and in is low, 2-0. Slider at the knees, Often gives a good crack at it as he skies it to center field. He did get under it, though. Fruitwell makes the easy catch, 1 down. Next up, Mustachio, who's 0 for 2 and struggling here in the postseason, only batting 1 for 6. First pitch fastball up and in from Brick is a called strike on the corner, 0-1. Chase the fastball outside, as I did not mean to swing at that, but reflexes are shit, 0-2. Fastball inside is fisted to left center field. This is a tough play, but out for Bernard to make the catch, 2 down. Base is empty, 2 down for Colt. He is also struggling, 1 for 6 in the postseason at 0 for 2 today. Down the middle heater, 0-1 as Brick is back to neutral mojo. Curveball away is grounded to second. Candela backhands it, makes the stop. 1-2-3 inning for Brick as he has a quality start through 6. Bottom 6, Hernandez, Lee, and Brick do up. We'll see if they keep him in. Leading off is Hernandez, 2 for 2 today. She doubled in 3 runs last time up, and she has also hit a solo home run today. Responsible for 4 of the 6 runs scoring for the Crop. Slider down and away, and the first pitch is outside from Bowler, ball 1. You see him up and away, outside, 2-0. Change it middle of the plate. Rip foul by Hernandez, 2-1. Fastball down and away, called strike 2. Good pitch from Bowler, 2-2 the count. You see him repping in. Check swing high. Full count. Slider down and in. Swung towards strike 3. Second puncher for Bowler. 1 down in the inning, and that'll bring up Trisha Lee. Third baseman's 0 for 2 today. First pitch 2-seamer up and in. Just inside. Ball 1. Fastball down and away. Fouled off. 1-1. Slider down and in. Rip foul. 1-2 the count. Change up and away. Sky ball to right field as Yoshida comes in. Makes the catch, 2 down. Next up, Brick, 2 down, nobody on. He's 1 for 2 today with the single. First pitch 2-seamer down and away. Called a strike at the knees. 0-1 as Bowler's now locked in. Fastball up and in. Check swing called a strike, 0-2. Slider down and in. Swung towards strike 3. Third puncher for Bowler today, and that's another 1-2-3 inning as he has faced 6 batters and set all 6 of them down in a row. To the 7th, we're still down 3. Borgner, Whoopity, and Bowler do up. There's Borgner. He's 0 for 2 today. Left fielder looking to get on the board here. Fastball out of what? Middle away is a called strike, going 1. Curveball bounces, 1-1 the count. Fastball hangs middle of the plate as Borgner jumps on it to center field. He lines it hard, but it's going to die at the warning track as Fruitwell makes the catch against the wall. 1 down, and that'll bring up Whoopity. 1 for 2 today. Curveball up and in, fisted up the middle. 1 hopper to Bernard. He'll fire to first. Just late, it's an infield single for Whoopity, who was hustling down the line. He'll beat it out. Sets up Bowler, the pitcher, who is locked in. Going to have to go to the bench here, unfortunately, despite Bowler pitching well. Or we could go for the sacrifice, but it's way too late in the game for that. We have to bring in the pinch hitter. Coming off the bench will be left fielder Gia Axelson. Outfielder batting for her first time in the postseason. Runner goes on the first pitch as the fastball's down and away low. Throw down is late as Whoopity steals second base, his first stolen base of the postseason. He is 1 for 1. 1-0 the count to Axelson, who now has an RBI chance with 1 down. Fastball at the knees. Hit down the left field line, but just foul. 1-1. A little late on the swing. Fastball up and in line to center field. That is going to get down in front of Fruitwell for a base hit. Whoopity draws the throw and holds at third as there'll be runners at the corners with 1 down. Tying run coming to the plate is Bunterson, who tripled in a run last time up. He is 2 for 3. He has scored twice, driven in a run, and also stolen 1 base. 2 for 3 today. Slider away, misses from Brick, ball 1. Fastball down and in is a called strike. 1-1. Fastball up and away. Swung late. 1-2. The count to Bunterson. Curveball at the knees. Line to third. Right to Lee, who makes the catch. 2 down. Runners hold, and that will bring up Yoshida, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And he got a sac fly last time up. Fastball up, taken high, ball 1. Fastball middle in, grounded up the middle, that's through for a base hit, and that will score Whoopity easily from third. Second RBI today for Yoshida. He's now 3 for 3 as it's a 6-4 game. Next up, Trunk 0 for 2 with an RBI and a sac fly today. Brick now 10 says Trunk is the go-ahead run. Let's see what he can do. Fastball at the knees for a called strike. Now would not be a bad time for your first playoff hit, Trunk. Let's see what you got. 0-1 pitch coming. Curveball in the dirt. 1-1. Fastball at the knees. Line to center field. Will that get down? Not quite. Fruitwell picks it off his shoe tops as that ends the inning. Coming out of the bullpen. Ooh, who do I want to go with? We are going to go with left-hander Max Texas, the best reliever in the bullpen. Bottom 7, we're down 2, 6-4 the score. Bernard driving, Candela due up. Here's Bernard, 2 for 3, homer, double, and 2 RBIs today for the shortstop. Texas making his first appearance of the postseason. Here's his line in the regular season. Texas went 2-1. He had a 3.24 ERA and an 0.72 WHIP in 8 appearances. He gave up 3 earned runs, recording 2 saves, 8 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits surrendered, 1 home run ball, which was a walk-off shot, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts recorded. His batting average against was 167, which was best on the team. See how he does here in the postseason against the Crocs. His fastball at the knees is a check swing called strike, going 1. Next pitch, fastball middle in, inside, 1-1. Double down and away. Chopped at the middle. Bunterson to his left, cuts it off, fires the first, 1 down. Next up is Drive, 1 for 3 today with a single. First pitch slider middle in, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away, swung through it late, 0-2. Double down and away, fouled off. Drive stays alive. Fastball down and in the dirt, 1-2 as it bounces. Right up and in. Popped up behind first base. Trunk going out for it. Makes the catch. 2 down. Next up, Candela 0 for 3 today. Slider down and away. Fouled off. 0-1. Fastball up. Taken high. 1-1. Double down and in. Called a strike. 1-2. Fastball up and away. Swung through it. Strike 3. First punch up for Texas. And that is a 1-2-3 inning. To the 8th, we're still down 2. Often, Mustachio, and Colt due up. Here's Often 0 for 3 day for the catcher here in the cleanup slot as Brick stays in there to start the 8th inning. First pitch curveball at the knees is a called strike, 0-1. Fastball down and in, chopped to the mound. Easy play for Brick, 1 down. Often now tense. Now we'll bring up Mustachio 0 for 3. Fastball up and in is high, ball 1. Fastball low, 2-0 the count. Chased it in the dirt as that's dribbled to second. Candela charges bare hands and flips, 2 down. Next up, Colt 0 for 3 day for the center fielder. Curveball away, outside, ball 1. Fastball away, 2-0. Fastball at the knees, grounded up the middle. That is a base hit for Colt as he will extend the inning with a 2-out base hit in the center field. As that just gets by the diving shortstop. Next up, the left fielder Borgner, who's 0 for 3. And that will do it for Brick as he goes 7 2/3 innings, 9 hits given up, 2 earned runs given up with 2 unearned runs as well. He has a quality start and is in line for the win. Runner at first will be his responsibilities. Coming out of the bullpen is the man who got the save in Game 1. It is What Do You Know who got the last out in that game. 0 ERA and 0 whip for No as he only faced 1 batter, which was a flyout. He's pitched the 3rd inning here in the postseason. Let's see if he gets out of this jam. Facing Borgner, who's the tying run. Borgner 0 for 3 today, runner over at first. 2 down. Pitch out, nothing doing as they're afraid of the stolen base. Slider outside, 2-0. Fastball down the middle. Borgner skies at the left center field. He got under it, though. Calling for it is Hernandez. Left fielder puts it away, and that ends the inning. Bottom 8 is 6-4 still. Leonaire, Vortex, and Fruitvale due up against Texas in his second inning of work. Here's Leonaire, 1 for 3 today with a single. First pitch fastball up and away is a called strike, 0-1. Curveball down and in. Chop to the mound. Texas makes the stop. 1 down. Nice play. Next up, Vortex, 1 for 3 day for the rookie. He singled earlier in the game. First pitch slider up and in. Fouled off as that hung in the middle of the plate. Next pitch fastball at the knees. Bunt shown. Popped up in front of the plate. Texas slides to make the stop. Fires the first. 2 down. Nice play. He's locked in and now to bring up Fruitwell. 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch curveball down and in. Chop to second. Whoopity charges. Fires the first in time. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Texas as he goes 6 up and 6 down. To the 9th, it is still 6-4. Last chance for the Buzzards. Whoopity, the pitcher slot, and Bunterson due up. Whoopity leading off the inning. Second baseman 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. He's also stolen a base. As a defensive change for the Crocodons, backup catcher Evan Chukov takes over for Leonaire. He'll face a no to start the inning. Slider hangs, 0-1. Chased it in. Oh, fastball inside, backs him off the plate, 1-1. Fastball up and away, popped up, shallow right field, drive out for it. Makes the catch, 1 down. Pitcher slot, Texas due up next, will pinch hit for him. Coming off the bench will be shortstop Ham Slamus, who went 1 for 1 in a pinch hit appearance in Game 1. Looking to continue his success here. Slider down low, ball 1. Fastball to knees, ripped hard to first, diving his drive up the line to make the catch, 2 down. That'll mean Bunterson is the last chance for the Buzzards here in the playoffs. He's 2 for 4 today. Triple single and an RBI on the cards. Fastball away, called a strike from Ano, 0-1. Fastball up and in line to Ano, off his glove, ricochets to second. That is going to be an infield hit for Bunterson as he beats Ano to the bag. That 2-out single will bring the tying run to the plate in Yoshida. 3 for 3 day for Dano. He has singled 3 times and driven in 2 runs, 1 on a sac fly, 1 on a single. He represents the tying run. Can he come through? Woody sets. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there, away, 0-1. Fastball away, line to third. Lee backhands it on a hop, fires first. That is going to end the game as the Crocodons sweep the Buzzards out of the playoffs. 6-4, the final in game number 2, as the Crocodons came and took care of business, winning the official season series, including the playoffs this year, 3 games to 2. Bad luck in the postseason, as we did not have the advantage here with the postseason. Comeback falls just short. That big 5-run inning in the third really killed us. I mean, we put up a decent fight, capitalized on the errors that the Crocodons made in the 5th inning, got an insurance run in the 7th, but it was too little too late. Just couldn't overcome the deficit. And that just goes to show that this team's really big weakness is the pitching staff, and also lacking any sort of power in the lineup whatsoever. So we know what we need to work on in the offseason. Thank you, Hoon. Thank you. It was a very good first season. I'm very proud of the team. Now we know what we need to improve on. Batting lines, 3 hits today for Bunterson and Yoshida, 2 hits for Whoopity. Other than that, not much. Only 2 other hits throughout the lineup, 1 for Colt and 1 for Axelson. 2 RBIs today for Yoshida, 1 for Trunk and 1 for Bunterson. On the other side, 2-run homer today for Bernard, a solo home run for Hernandez, as well as a 3-run double. They were the difference makers today for the Crocs. Other than that, their lineup really didn't do too much. After that 4th inning, they were hitless the rest of the game. So Elwood, 4 innings, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 2 hits, home runs given up. He falls to 0-1 as he takes the loss. Boulder and Texas combined for 4 shutout innings, 4 strikeouts between the 2 pitchers. On the other side, Maurice Bricks, 7 2/3, 9 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 unearned runs given up as well on an error. He improves to 1-0 on the quality start. And Ono gets his 2nd save of the postseason, going an inning and a third with 1 hit given up. Player of the game is Juanita Hernandez, who had the 4 RBI day, followed by Bernard with his 2-run homer, and Bunterson with his 3-hit day. Tough. Oh well, not a lot you can do. Yes, the pitching staff definitely overperformed expectations, but when it came to the playoffs and crunch time, weaknesses really shone through. Definitely the starting rotation needs to be worked on. I think our bullpen is pretty solid. Maybe swapping out Crawford for like a decent starting pitcher. That might be the way to go. But let's not look ahead too far. Let's see how the rest of the playoffs go. Let's see who will be Season 1's champions. Sandcats rally but fall just short to the Moose, who win in 3. So it's 3 versus 4 on that side as the Moose take Game 1. Crocs taking on the Wide Loads here, as the Wide Loads are the only high seed left. Crocodons take Game 1, 7-5. Moose win. They sweep the series against the Herbs, so they advance to the finals. Wide Loads will force Game 3, winning 5-3 in Game 2. Crocodons take the lead and hold them off 6-3, so it's the Crocs and the Moose in the finals. Crocs take Game 1 in the pitcher's duel 2-1. Moose win 2-1. Now the Aces duel. Moose shut them out 4-0 as the Moose are your Year 1 champions. Well, thank God it wasn't the Crocodons. I would not be able to hear the end of it if the division rival won in Year 1. Thank you, Moose. You actually did something good for once. The Moose were loose as they win the first year's title. Not bad. Still a solid year, 12-4. Number 1 seed in the playoffs for our conference. I'll take it. Would have liked to have gotten out of the first round of the playoffs, but hey, pick what you can get. Let's see, who is your playoff MVP? It is Rhiannon Cannon, the ace for the Moose. 174 ERA, 22 thirds innings pitched, 197 batting average against with an 0.87 whip and 18 strikeouts. Not bad. Moose had a lot of players up there. Alrighty, well, that'll do it for Year 1. Tough outing in the postseason, but we know what we need to work on. So next episode will be the off-season. And you know what? I think we're going to do that right now. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Until next time, guys, this is the Nasty One signing off. And if you made it this deep in the video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel.